Welcome to Use and Care training for the Advanced SC2000 Compact Battery-Powered Disc Rider Auto Scrubber. The SC2000 provides extremely quiet operation, consistent cleaning, and unprecedented productivity and flexibility to customize performance to your specific application for low total cost of operation. This training will provide an introduction to the SC2000 components and systems, the daily steps to safely use the machine, and the routine maintenance and care steps for the machine. This course is not intended to be a substitute for the operator's manual that ships with the machine. It is important that you read, understand, and follow all safety and operating instructions in the manual. Doing so will ensure years of safe operation and optimum performance from your machine. After successfully completing this course, you should be able to identify the SC2000 components and their function, describe the pre-operation inspection steps, describe how to fill the machine with water and detergent, list the steps necessary to start the scrubbing function, describe how to adjust machine functions including speed, solution flow, brush pressure, vacuum power, and chemical concentration, explain EcoFlex burst of power functionality and when to use it, describe battery charging process, and list routine maintenance steps. This training will begin with an introduction of the components and features of the machine. We will then cover the daily use and care steps, which you will follow for a shift of cleaning, including machine setup and cleanup of the machine after the shift of cleaning. We will conclude with a review of routine maintenance steps. Overview of components and features of the SC2000. Looking at the machine from the side, the stylish SC2000 design consists of a 18.5-gallon or 70-liter capacity solution tank, a recovery tank with the same capacity as the solution tank. The large cover on top provides for easy cleanup of the recovery tank. A disc scrub deck system with 20-inch 53-centimeter cleaning path. A brush is provided as standard, but the machine also accommodates an optional pad driver. Non-marking traction drive tires used to propel the machine during scrubbing and transport. Onboard charger cord storage location and machine operation document storage location. The operator interface consists of a steering wheel that includes scrub system activation and adjustment control panel with touchpad that will be covered in detail just ahead, and the front wheel, which is controlled by the steering wheel. Magnetic ignition key slot, operator seat, emergency electrical disconnect, variable speed drive motion pedal, can, cup, bottle, or cell phone holder. Looking at the rear of the machine, pinch flow control recovery tank drain hose in its storage location, solution fill port, water recovery squeegee, optional safety beacon. Looking at the left side of the machine, you'll find solution level indication sight tube. This tube also serves as the solution tank drain hose, the solution filter with shutoff isolation valve underneath the machine. Looking inside the recovery tank, debris catch cage which captures debris picked up by the squeegee, recovery motor float protection system. Continuing with the inside of the machine, under the pivoting recovery tank and seat, you'll find yellow seat recovery tank safety prop rod, the batteries, the detergent tank for the EcoFlex onboard chemical dilution system, and the vacuum motor for the water recovery system. Steering wheel mounted operator interface control panel, display screen, and control buttons and levers. Machine on and off button. Note, a key must be present in the ignition key slot for the machine to activate. Multifunction display screen, which shows status of machine and extra information when control buttons are being pushed. When you first power up the machine, the screen will briefly display the hours of operation and the type of batteries the onboard charger is programmed for charging. The display will then change to this screen, which is the normal operation mode while not scrubbing. Scrub system on and off button, used to turn on the scrub system and increase scrubbing down pressure while cleaning. While scrubbing, the display screen will change to show the scrub and vacuum. Burst of power paddle, reverse direction paddle, chemical control button, which turns chemical on and off and selects chemical concentration, solution flow button, which includes off and 4 variable settings that are toggled through by pushing the button, the horn, vacuum system control with off, normal power, and quiet mode settings, brush click on and off to automatically install or remove the brush or pad driver, auto shutdown timer. The SC2000 also features an auto shutdown function that can be programmed to turn off the machine after a specified amount of machine idle time. This screen will show when the auto countdown system has activated. Pressing any button on the machine will restore it to normal operation while counting down. The final item and functionality to introduce on the SC2000 is the key system, which consists of 2 color-coded keys which provide different functionality when inserted into the machine key slot. The operator key is the gray key, pictured at right, and the yellow key is called the super user key. Both keys ship with the machine, and one of the keys must be placed in the operator dashboard as shown for the machine to operate. The yellow super user key can be used for normal cleaning operations like the gray key, but its main purpose is to set up and configure the many aspects of the SC2000 machine, like chemical dilution strength settings for EcoFlex, down pressure settings, and many more aspects. This training will focus on the functionality that the gray operator key provides. For setup and configuration of the machine using the yellow super user key, refer to the operator's manual and follow the screens on the machine and contact your dealer if you have questions. Preparing the machine for use. To assure successful trouble-free scrubbing performance, there are a few preparation and inspection steps that must be completed prior to a shift of cleaning with the SC2000. If the machine's storing steps were properly followed after the previous use, then you should find the machine like this. The battery charger cord plugged into the wall, the recovery tank cleaned out and left open to dry and tipped out, exposing the batteries. The brush is clean and either connected to the machine already or close by and ready to use. The squeegee should be either connected to the machine or in its storage location hanging on the back of the machine. Unplug the battery charger and store the cord in the designated storage pocket on the front of the seat area. If the SC2000 is left on charge overnight, the machine should be ready with a full charge. While plugged in and charging, the display screen will show a battery with an indication of the state of charge based on bars in the battery. During charging, the recovery tank should be tipped out to prevent buildup of hydrogen gas from batteries outgassing. Now the recovery tank can be lowered to its normal operating position. Inspect brush or pad to assure it is fit for use. Pads and brushes should be relatively clean and free from any larger debris. Using a dirty or overly worn pad or brush can damage the machine and or the floor you are looking to clean. Clean the pad or brush if necessary prior to use. Inspect the pads or brushes and determine if there is enough brush or pad life for the scrubbing you are about to complete. If not, replace the pads or brushes as needed. Also, replace the pad if there are any tears or missing areas. When using a pad, replace the pad by removing the center locking system, replace the pad, and reinstall the center locking mechanism. Also, make sure you have the correct pad or brush type for the scrubbing that needs to be performed. An overly aggressive pad or brush can degrade the floor finish instead of just cleaning it. Brush or pad driver installation. The brush or pad is automatically installed with the following steps. Center the brush directly below the scrub head as shown in the image. Turn on the machine if not on already. Press the scrub system activation button, which will lower the scrub deck onto the pad or brush. Press the brush click on button, which will start the scrubbing motor for a short time to connect the brush. When this process is active, the red LED on the brush click on button will flash. This should automatically connect the brush to the scrub deck. Recovery tank inspection. Lift the lid of the recovery tank to make sure that the recovery tank is empty. Check the ball float cage and make sure it is clean and that the ball moves freely. A clip on each side of the cage has to be opened to remove the ball float cage for cleaning. Inspect the debris catch cage and empty it if necessary. Squeegee inspection. Squeegees will wear over time, and their water pickup efficiency will be reduced with wear. There are two rubber blades used with the squeegee. The rearmost blade is the one that is most critical to leaving a dry, clean floor. The front edge of the rear squeegee should be free of wear and rips and tears. If squeegee is torn or ripped, the squeegee should be rotated to put a fresh edge to the floor or be replaced. Each squeegee comes with 4 wear sides to help assure you have excellent water pickup. To flip or replace the squeegee, pull off the black strap that holds the rear squeegee in place. Make the squeegee changes and then reinstall the strap. Attach the squeegee to the machine with the 2 thumb nuts and tighten them hand tight. Do not over-tighten the squeegee knobs, as it is designed to safely break away if it hits an object during operation. The final inspection step is to give the machine a quick walk around and look for anything that looks worn, loose, damaged, or leaking or out of place. Address issues found with the machine before using it for cleaning. Filling the machine with solution. The fill port is located at the rear of the machine. Use this port to fill the machine with clean water. The solution level sight tube on the left side of the machine can let you know when you are close to full to prevent an overflow. Hot water cleans more effectively, but the water temperature should not exceed 130 degrees Fahrenheit or 54 degrees Celsius. Your machine may come equipped with the optional autofill shutoff system, which provides the convenience of preventing a spill if not present as the machine approaches full tank. With this option, the water flow will automatically stop when the tank is full. All SC2000 machines come standard with EcoFlex onboard chemical mixing system. Tip out the recovery tank and assure there is enough chemical in the EcoFlex chemical bottle to complete the scrubbing task. Any chemical concentrate specifically formulated for use with an auto scrubber will work properly with the SC2000. To remove the tank, loosen the smaller gray cap and lift out the tank. Open the larger black cap to fill chemical or to clean out the tank. Put the EcoFlex tank back in place and reinstall the gray cap after filling it. We are now ready to transport the machine to the area to be cleaned. Turn on the machine by assuring the gray key is in place on the right side top of the steering column and then hit the on-off button on the control interface panel. After a brief startup and self-check sequence, look at the battery icon on the display screen to assure there is enough battery power remaining to complete the planned scrubbing task. Machine motion and speed is controlled using the variable speed motion foot pedal. The default direction is forward. There is not an independent brake, but removing your foot from the drive paddle will automatically stop the machine. And when the machine is turned off, an automatic electromagnetic parking brake will prevent the machine from unexpected motion. For reverse direction, toggle the paddle labeled R for reverse, and toggle again to get back to forward again. A reverse warning beacon will sound while in reverse mode. While scrubbing, going into reverse will automatically raise the rear squeegee. The comfortable steering wheel and excellent operator visibility allows the operator to safely pilot the machine through congested cleaning areas. The machine includes anti-skid control functionality as standard. This will automatically reduce machine speed to a safe speed when negotiating tight corners for increased stability. When this system is actively controlling speed, an ASC icon will appear on the dashboard display. To begin scrubbing, with the machine turned on, press the one-touch scrub activation button. This one button push will do a number of things, including lower the scrub deck and the squeegee to the floor in preparation for scrubbing and solution recovery. Arm the scrub motor and the vacuum motor and solution system, getting them ready for action. A scrub brush icon will appear on the dashboard display and will also indicate the mode the vacuum system is set for. All systems will become active when the motion pedal is pushed and stop again when motion stops. To end scrubbing, press the scrub activation button again. This will terminate the scrubbing functions. The squeegee will remain down with the vacuum active for a short time to recover the last of the water and then automatically turn off and raise the squeegee. When the scrubbing system is active, this is what the multifunction display will look like. Let's go through the screen and look at the adjustments you can make while scrubbing to maximize machine performance and efficiency in a specific cleaning application. Note, using the yellow superuser key will allow custom configuration of each of the scrubbing and control functions to optimize machine performance and flexibility for a specific application. See Operator's Manual for more details about configuration using the yellow superuser key. The leftmost section of the display will show what water flow setting is active. Hitting the water flow adjustment button will toggle up the flow until there are 4 bars displayed. The next press will toggle water to off and then begin from the 1 bar again. Flow settings 1 through 3 utilize speed-dependent flow control. This means that the amount of water put out by the machine automatically decreases when you slow down or increases when you move faster to help assure even cleaning and maximize scrubbing time per tank. Setting 4 is not speed-dependent flow control and is used only when a lot of solution needs to be put down for the very highest soil loads. This area controls the EcoFlex system chemical concentration. There are 3 settings here that are toggled through with the chemical control button. When either 1 or 2 bars are present, it will also show the current chemical dilution strength in percentage and ratio chemical to water. When no bars show, cleaning is being done with just water from the solution tank and no chemical. To change the dilution strength settings configured in the machine, use the yellow superuser key. This area of the screen will show a number that counts down when the EcoFlex burst of power function is active. To activate or cancel burst of power mode while scrubbing, activate the burst of power paddle. Burst of power is a great way for an operator to increase the cleaning parameters to more aggressively clean with a single action when a more dirty area or spill is encountered. This feature will simultaneously increase the solution flow, chemical setting, brush pressure, and vacuum power 1 setting higher. Burst of power will remain active until the counter hits 0. At that point, the SC2000 will return to the cleaning parameters that were active prior to hitting the burst of power paddle. You can also exit burst of power at any time during the countdown by hitting the burst of power paddle a second time. The battery image provides information on remaining battery power. The more bars present, the more battery charge that is left. The scrub brush icon represents the scrub deck is down and active. There are 2 down pressure settings available. If the scrub activation button is held down for a second while in the scrub mode, the higher scrub setting will be activated and a second weight will appear above the scrub brush on the display, and the light next to the scrub activation button will be lit. Pressing the button again for 1 second will return the unit to the lower scrub pressure level. Pushing the button momentarily while in either scrub pressure level will turn off the scrub system and raise the scrub deck. The final area of the screen shows what vacuum system setting the machine is in. There are 3 levels that can be toggled through by hitting the vacuum system button. Normal mode has the vacuum on at full power. The quiet mode has the icon that is shown and runs the vacuum motor at lower power for quieter operation. The final vacuum mode is off when the display will be blank in the vacuum indicator area. This is used while double scrubbing and raises the squeegee. Note, some functionality can be locked out using the yellow superuser key, like flow level 4 and the higher scrub deck level. If functionality of your machine is not as just explained, then your machine has specifically been configured to run in the way that it is running. Use the yellow superuser key to modify the machine configuration. To maximize your efficiency and safety, here are some good guidelines. Plan your route carefully to use as many long straight runs as possible to minimize turns and maximize productivity. Use a consistent overlap, enough overlap to not miss surfaces, but not too much to reduce productivity. When cleaning along walls or shelving, use the right side of the machine since the scrub deck is shifted to the right and provides a guide wheel on the scrub deck to make control along walls easy. Consider the area being cleaned and adjust the machine cleaning parameters to be as efficient as possible. Example, If the floors are reasonably clean already, then you should have all the scrub parameters set at low levels and only increase them if a heavier soil load is encountered, where the burst of power button can come in very handy. Pay special attention at blind corners to avoid potential collisions. Finally, regularly examine the water recovery and cleaning performance of the machine. If you are not leaving floors clean, safe, and dry, make the necessary adjustments to the machine or squeegee. Eventually, the solution tank will get used up, and the recovery tank will become full with the recovered water. The SC2000 has a ball float valve that protects the vacuum motor from ingesting water. Once the ball float activates, the vacuum motor pitch will change to a higher pitch sound. Usually, you will run out of water before the float ball engages. When the solution tank is empty or the recovery tank full, transport the machine to a suitable location to empty it. Remove the recovery tank drain hose from its storage clip and remove the cap from the end of the hose. Bend the hose over to prevent flow and then release the hose at the drain opening to drain the tank. You can use your foot to control the flow if required. Reinstall the drain hose cap and put the hose back in its storage location after draining. If more scrubbing is to be completed, fill the machine again and go clean. After using the machine for a while, one of two things may happen. You will have completed your scrubbing task for the shift, or the battery will have become depleted to the point of requiring a recharge. Either way, the cleanup and storage process is the same. The battery indicator icon is like a fuel gauge for the battery power. When it is empty, no bars showing, the scrubbing system will automatically turn off and the vacuum and propulsion system will remain active to allow you to dry the floor and transport back to the dumping and charging location. Storing the machine. Following the daily machine cleanup activities will assure proper performance from your machine over time and help avoid bad odors that can accompany a poorly maintained machine with a recovery tank that is left dirty. Empty the recovery tank as previously discussed and thoroughly rinse it out to remove any and all debris from the tank. Remove and clean out the large debris catch cage and then put it back in place. Rinse off the ball float cage and make sure the ball moves freely to protect the vacuum motors. The float ball cage can easily be removed by opening up the clips. Be sure to properly install it after cleaning. Remove the recovery tank cover, clean it, and then reinstall it. Remove and rinse off the squeegee and inspect it to make sure that the blades are not worn, ripped, or torn. If they need to be flipped to expose a fresh edge or replaced, do that now. Hang the squeegee from the machine with the integrated squeegee hanger built into the rear of the recovery tank. This squeegee storage location also comes in handy when transporting the machine, or you can install the squeegee back in its normal operation position as well. Remove the brushes or pad drivers and rinse them off, and remove any debris that may be present on them. Inspect the pads or brushes and see if they need to be changed. If they do, do that now. The brush or pad driver can be manually removed or automatically with the brush click-off feature. To automatically click off the brush, raise the brush deck by deactivating the scrub system and then press the brush click-off button. The brush motor will start and then stop, releasing the brush. During this process, the red light on the button will flash. After rinsing them out, set the brushes or pad driver aside to allow them to dry and keep them with the machine. Or you can install them on the machine now. Charging. Tip the cleaned and empty recovery tank back and engage the prop rod to expose the batteries during charging to prevent buildup of explosive gases. When tipped out, the recovery tank lid will automatically open a bit to allow air to dry the tank. Plug the onboard charger cord located in the operator's seat area into the wall outlet to begin charging. The machine needs to get a full charge overnight after each day's use. Batteries will last longer when they are fully recharged after each day of use. Leaving batteries in a discharged state will decrease the life of batteries. It is also a good idea to take a damp rag and clean off the exterior of the machine to keep the machine looking its best. A number of valuable options and accessories are available with the machine, including safety flashing beacon for increased safety and visibility, basket kit to conveniently store additional cleaning supplies, mop holder kit to expand the cleaning flexibility of the machine, splash guard to prevent overspray from the brush or pad while cleaning, auto filling shutoff as covered previously during the filling section, a pad driver for ease of using pads instead of brushes, and USB charging port to maintain charge on cell phones or other electronic devices. Routine maintenance. Besides the maintenance steps that are done on a daily basis to prepare and clean up the SC2000, there are also periodic maintenance tasks that should be completed. Weekly, you should, for machines that do not have maintenance-free batteries, check the water level of each battery cell and add distilled water as needed. Fill to above the plates and 1/8 inch below the bottom of the fill well, but do not fill all the way to the top of the well to allow for expansion while charging. Failure to keep battery fluid level above the battery lead plates will decrease runtime and overall life of the batteries significantly. Caution: batteries are filled with strong acid. Use care and protective equipment while inspecting and maintaining battery fluid levels. Clean the solution filter. The filter is located on the left side of the machine just in front of the brush deck. Turn the isolation valve for the filter to the closed position. Unscrew the filter cover, being careful to not lose the O-ring inside. Clean out the filter screen, reassemble, and be sure to open up the water valve or no solution will come out during scrubbing. Purge the EcoFlex system. To remove residual detergent from the detergent hoses and pump, activate the scrub system and assure the chemical system is active, meaning either 1 or 2 bars are present on the display screen for the detergent concentration. Then, press the solution and chemical control buttons simultaneously for a few seconds to activate the EcoFlex Purge mode, which takes clean water from the solution tank and purges it through the EcoFlex detergent supply line. The purge mode will run for 30 seconds, during which the word drain will be displayed as shown, along with a countdown to completion. Squeegee pitch adjustment. When inspecting the squeegee, if the squeegee blades are not evenly worn, as an example, greater wear on the outer edges of the rear squeegee blades compared to the center of the blades or vice versa, the squeegee pitch should be adjusted. To adjust the squeegee pitch, with the squeegee attached to the machine and the squeegee lowered to the floor, turn the squeegee adjustment knob to make sure that the squeegee is running evenly across the floor for better water pickup and more even squeegee wear. The following maintenance steps and inspections should be performed annually. The carbon brushes in the scrub deck motor and the propulsion system motor should be inspected for wear and replaced if necessary. Refer to the operator's manual or an authorized advanced service center for assistance with carbon brush inspection and replacement. This concludes the instructional portion of this course. By successfully completing this training module,